What's up, Baller Nation? Augie Johnston here with ballerbootcamp.com. And in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys 4 different ways to shoot a step back jumper. Yes, believe it or not, there's more than just one way to shoot a step back. But before we get into the video, make sure you guys hit that like button. If you're new here, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, and let's go ahead and get right into the video. All right, so the first way we're gonna talk about is just the regular step back jump shot. You've probably seen this before, you've probably been taught this before, but let's go ahead and go over it just real quick. A regular step back is when you penetrate, you use your last dribble to step off this foot, create space this way, and take your shot. Now, although it's called a step back, okay, we don't wanna step directly back. If we step directly back, our defender is still going to be in our line of sight. If they're athletic, they can jump up, they can still contest our shot. So what we want to do is we want to step diagonally to get away from them, create space, and create a new lane. Okay, so when I come here, I'm going to step back here, diagonal away from them, so that now I have a new lane. When I go to shoot, I'm not getting someone jumping up into my vision when I'm shooting, and I can knock down this shot. Also, it creates that new lane to counter. So if I step back, boom, I can counter and attack this lane straight to the basket, okay? So that's the first step back. I want you guys to imagine that there's a little mini trampoline or a little launch pad right there, and that this inside foot is going to, boom, be bouncing off of that little trampoline there to create space. You need to really push off that inside foot and pull that basketball. What I mean by pulling that basketball is on that dribble, I'm pulling that ball away in my hand to get away to create space, to create as much space as possible. Now, a lot of players that I train and stuff will work on our step backs and we'll work on creating more and more space and to get that even longer and longer. But the problem is, if you create too much space, when you go to shoot your shot, you're gonna be off balance. And really the point is to make the shot, to score the 2 points. So we need you to take these shots on balance so that you can make them. So what I tell them is to take off 2 inches. Okay, so let's say you're stepping back a total of 16 inches, but you just can't make the shot because you're off balance. Step back 14 inches, you'll be on balance, and it's gonna increase your shooting percentage by up to 10%. Okay, so that's the step back. Let's go ahead and get into the next variation. Okay, so this next step back is what I call the extended step back. Okay, so we're gonna even create more space, and we're gonna extend that space by a few little tricky little footwork details, okay? So what it looks like in slow motion is basically you're gonna use like an in and out, okay? We're gonna use an in and out so that we can pull that basketball. Just like we talked about earlier, pulling the basketball, we're gonna use an in and out to do that, okay? So we can create even more space. We're going in and out. We're gonna push off this inside foot just like with the regular step back, but we're gonna transfer our weight onto this right foot. We're gonna cross step and then get into our shot. Let me show you guys slow motion real quick, what it looks like. We're here, and then here into our shot. Okay, one more time. It's a tricky little footwork thing. And my tip for you guys to make this actually possible for you guys to do this is to transfer that weight onto your right foot off this left foot. Okay, one more time. In and out, 1, 2, into my shot. You're gonna see this one commonly taken when players drive here, right down this lane, and there's contact, okay? There's boom, contact, boom. We can step away, we can create a whole bunch of space and get up into our shot. Okay, so I can give you a few more little details on it, but first let's go ahead and take a look at this full speed. Okay, so like all step backs, this shot is actually a lot easier going to your left. The reason is because when I go left and I do that in and out and I push and I get over here, even if my feet aren't perfectly square to the basket, I'm right-handed, so I can still keep my elbow in and I can still shoot my normal shot. When I'm going to the right, boom, and I transfer and I get to here, if I'm not squared up, I gotta shoot this ball across my body, and which makes it a lot harder shot. So just a little food for thought. Practice this going to your left so that you can work on actually making the shot and stuff, and then you can go to the right. And when you're going right, you need to really focus on turning your hips. Okay, so when I come here and I transfer, when I go up into my shot, I need to turn my hips so that I can get square in the air and then get my elbow in and take my shot. Okay, so that's the extended step back. Let's go ahead and get into the next step back variation. If you're still watching to this point, shout out to you. You must be a serious player looking to get better. So real quick, before we get into this next variation, I want to tell you about Baller Nation Elite. This is a membership program online that has over 20 basketball training workouts inside, plus all kinds of different basketball IQ master classes, okay? So these workouts are designed to help you run faster, jump higher, improve your ball handling, improve your shooting, and they're all locked inside of Baller Nation Elite for elite members only. So there's a little link on the screen that just popped up. Go ahead and click on that if you're interested in really taking your game to that next level and really dedicating yourself to becoming better. So go ahead, click that link right now, and let's go ahead and get into these next variations. So now we're into this hezzy step back. Okay, so it's just like it sounds like. We're gonna hezzy and then step back. So to make this work, you're gonna have to actually have a very good hang dribble. Hang dribble is where you let that ball hang in your hand while you hesitate, okay? Because what this little step back looks like is basically just a hang dribble into a step back, okay? So it's a hesitation, you're gonna get the defense to freeze, create a little bit of space, make a little side step, and get into your shot. I think I've also heard this called a side step jumper, kind of like a step back, but it's a side step. Anyways, doesn't matter, I call it a hezzy jumper because that's what it is to me. So here's what it looks like, full speed. Okay, so this next one I call a through the legs step back, and we're actually gonna be doing just like it sounds like, okay? You've probably seen this maybe in some of my other videos, where we're gonna go through the legs, right into a step back, okay? So we're gonna slam this ball really hard, try to get the defense thinking we're attacking, boom, attacking here, but we're gonna push off this leg, boom, jump back and get right into our step back. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at this full speed. Alright guys, I hope you guys liked that video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what the kind of videos you want to see. And most importantly, head over to ballerbootcamp.com. Head over there, I got a free workout for you that you can download, print out, and follow to improve your shooting, improve your ball handling. It's 100% free, so click the link that's on the screen right now, and I'll see you guys inside that workout.